Well, here we are with our Iowa water testing team.
Alright, I'm gonna give you further on. Alright.
This will be our second day of data collection with Prana Miller and Dryden Lefebvre and Patrick Spar. So today we're going to do a chemical analysis of various different elements within Crow Creek. As you can see, Ron is holding up our handy dandy test kit right there. Let me see if I can zoom in on those bottles a little bit. There we are. Alright. Dryden has a test strip out and ready to start testing the waters. Why don't we get right to it? We have our checkoff sheet. And we have all of our equipment in the bag. We will have this data in the bag so we can do our final report. Which test are we doing first?
pH.
That'll be the pH test, alright.
4 through 9. These are our options.
4 through 9. This is the site of our water sample that we're taking from Crow Creek right here.
Alright, which ones look like?
There's a little more water in the creek
9 or
today than there was 2 weeks ago when we took our first sample.
Yeah, that's really high.
Yeah.
You have 9
Let me
pH.
see if we can zoom in on that. Yes, it is very high. So interesting how that's the pH test?
Yeah.
How the pH has changed since we were here just 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
There's been a lot of rain in the time since then.
Yeah. Want to get the breakage action of the test tube? Wow, that was cool.
We have the beautiful scene along Crow Creek here today. The sun is shining. We've been alerted to the fact that we have some biological life here on the ground. A small beetle of some sort is
How long was the first?
moving around, flying here and there. So yes, there is some life along Crow Creek after all.
Waiting for...
In addition to the vodka bottles and the car parts.
I think we just like, oh, 2 minutes. 2 minutes actually. So it's been like 40 seconds.
Me being colorblind does not help us see anything.
Okay, well we are in the sun too, so let's go in the shade.
Can you see the color shades on that?
Yeah.
This is a phosphate. What did you see? Looked like a 0.2 or 0.3 to me.
Yeah,
You-
probably go with 0.3.
0.3. Okay.
And it would help if it was the same color, but yeah. Yeah, I would say 0.3.
Good. All right then. It looks like our air temperature today is at 71 degrees. We'll move over to our water testing site here and drop this highly technical scientific instrument into the water. Do you know how long that this needs to stay in the water?
I would say 20 seconds. Go up for calibrate. I mean, just like, yeah, when it stops.
Some signs of biological life on the surface here. What do you call those? Skippers? Hoppers? Water striders. That's the technical term for them. All right then. The water appears to be at 62 degrees.
Okay. 62 degrees. Where is water?
Where he was walking last time, I don't think the water's risen any.
Because like the water's a little deeper there, maybe. The water's deeper over there, definitely under the bridge. But maybe.
Why don't you grab that yardstick there and I'll just sort of try to step out there. We'll take a measure.
You want it?
I don't know, might be able to lean out there. And
Yeah, I
get
could
wet.
probably
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm looking at his length of his arms. I'm like,
Yeah.
not reach the middle.
See, what do we want? Centimeters or inches?
Inches. We know how to read those.
Yeah. Wait a second. These are. Looks like a 10.
If you lift it out, the water line will still be there. Should be in this.
Yep.
Well, it has increased since the last set of numbers we took, because I believe we had a depth of about 6.
Okay.
So it's at 10 today.
10, yep. 10.
Rain makes a difference.
10 centimeters. 0.10 meters. Okay, flow.
Water quality is something that affects all of us, one way or another. All of us includes all living things, from the largest whale to the smallest amoeba, from tiny duckweed to the tallest redwoods. Without water, all life on Earth would cease to exist. Although the quantity of water on Earth will never change, its distribution and quality affect us all. With 97.5% of the global water supply tied up in saltwater resources and nearly 2% of freshwater frozen in glaciers, it is very important to manage, monitor, and protect the remaining 0.5% of freshwater that is available to us. The absence of usable water would be the same as having no water at all. IOWater, Iowa's volunteer water quality monitoring program, empowers citizens to take a proactive approach to quality water. By monitoring the water resources in our backyards, we can ensure the protection, longevity, and productivity of high-quality water resources, as well as evaluate, assess, and improve those of lower quality. By becoming an IOWater volunteer, you are not only provided with monitoring equipment, but you are also given the freedom to monitor wherever and whenever you choose. The program brings people closer to the landscapes that surround them and encourages them to develop a sense of place within the watersheds in which they live. This tie between ourselves and the water resources that gives us life will lead to the understanding, respect, and protection of Iowa's water bodies long into the future. Becoming involved in IOWater is easy. Workshops are held throughout the summer at various locations across the state. To register, simply contact the local facilitator listed on the IOWater workshop schedule. Walk in an IOWater workshop as a citizen and walk out as an IOWater certified volunteer water quality monitor.